The original Evil Within is one of my favorite game mechanics in all of video games, and since it's Halloween season, I figure no better time to talk about it than now. I think the strongest and most impactful game mechanics are when they are perfectly blended with the narrative. The plot and the gameplay live simultaneously in a symbiotic relationship, and I can think of few better examples of that than the matches in the original Evil Within. First, let's talk about this from a gameplay perspective. Early on in the game, you're introduced to matches as a consumable resource that you can use to burn the bodies of the enemies after you take them down. You see, because the Evil Within is a horror game and it is scary, and one of the ways in which it instills fear in the player is this idea that the enemies could get back up at any time. So you don't know when you take an enemy down if they're actually down or if they're going to get back up and attack you. And they don't always get back up right away. Sometimes it takes a minute. So you're never truly sure if you're safe in a scenario unless you burn the body. But the problem is you don't have enough matches to burn everybody. You can strategically group enemies together and burn multiple of them at one time, but no matter what, you're never going to have enough matches to adequately burn all of them. So there's always a sense of tension throughout the entire game. But the reason this works so well is how it ties in with the narrative of the game beautifully. Spoilers for the Evil Within, you've been warned. Everything in the game takes place within the mind of Ruvik, and there is some input from the subconscious of the people that are stepping into his mind. The game was actually inspired partially by Inception. But as you come to find out, Ruvik is terrified of fire because when he was a kid, him and his sister were in a barn, she didn't make it out, and he was covered in third-degree burns. So fire is like the thing that he really, really fears. And that's why the matches are able to take out the enemies permanently, because it is playing into the subconscious fear of the character who has created the world around you that you are playing in. This is never like directly stated, but it's something that you can infer as you learn more about the story and you connect it back to all the different gameplay mechanics that are a reflection of the subconsciouses of the characters in the game. And this is further proven with the fact that the Evil Within 2 has a slightly different premise and it doesn't feature matches because it's no longer about what Ruvik is afraid of. So this is specifically a thing in the Evil Within 1 because it ties in with the narrative of the game. I just think that stuff is super cool. I love the Evil Within 1. It's one of my favorite horror games. If you haven't checked it out, you definitely should. But what is your favorite game mechanic that ties in with the narrative? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already, give me a follow.